This is Erika Zuckold, number 1 from East Germany, who's lying second to Czeslavska. Each girl has 2 vaults, and the better mark of the 2 is the one that counts. A very nice fight on and off the horse, but just that slight step forward, a very slight step. You are allowed a slight step forward as long as it doesn't mean to say that you're losing your balance, which is probably what Ellen Berger is telling her there. You won't lose any marks for that step forward as long as it doesn't mean you've lost your balance. If you step to the side, or it's obviously you've put too much weight forward, well then you will lose 0.1, 0.2, 0.3 according to how bad the step is. Second vault. Oh, that wasn't as good at all. About 3 steps then, so I should think that the first mark will be the one that comes. There's the mark, 9.733. Should be good enough to keep Erika Zuckold of East Germany in the lead. So, Ms. Czeslavska in the lead, and the vault is certainly Vera's forte. She won it in 1962, World Championship. She won it in the Olympic Games in 1964. She won it in the 1965 European Championship. And that is a perfect landing, no movement whatsoever. Czeslavska in that midnight blue leotard with the red and white piping around the edge, the Czech national colors. Amazing how her mood changes. Just before her exercise starts, she's absolutely straight-faced as she composes herself. Once she's competed, a big smile spreads across her face, but now she's getting ready for the second vault. Again, very good indeed. Here comes the mark. 9.833 wins the gold medal for Czeslavska once again. Zuckold has the silver, and Kuchinskaya wins the bronze. Now we move on to the asymmetric bars. Top one 7.6 inches high, and the other one about 5 foot. This is Natalia Kuchinskaya coming up for her exercise. Now, the feature of this exercise is that both Kuchinskaya and Czeslavska have exactly the same mark. Again, it's suspension and flight between the bars that counts. There shouldn't be any pauses at all, only if it means changing position like that. A good exercise by Natalia Kuchinskaya. Natalia's mark, 9.8. Well, now, they both have the same marks, remember. Czeslavska here and Kuchinskaya started off with the same marks. 9.8 has been scored by Kuchinskaya, so that's the mark that Czeslavska has to beat. Little slip from one bar to the other always raises a murmur from the audience because they think that she might have missed, but in fact she hasn't missed at all. That's part of her routine. The finish. Don't think there was quite the overall content of the program of Kuchinskaya as a Kuchinskaya, but the mark is 9.666. Which means that Tsukuri here could, in fact, overtake Czeslavska. Ikeda of Japan, Coyotes has now scored more than Czeslavska, so Czeslavska at the moment is in the bronze medal position. Now, if this girl does extremely well, she could even push Czeslavska out of the medal positions. And it was a good one, too. Kamiko Mitsukuri, his husband, we saw receiving one of his medals a little earlier on. Mitsukuri scores 9.8. Chastaska's out of the medals. The gold went to Kuchinskaya, the silver to Ikeda, the bronze to Mitsukuri as we move on to the beam. Now, you may remember the tension that was in this building during the overall championships when Chastaska was working on the beam. On that occasion, Kuchinskaya had set the standard and Chastaska had to beat it. A little slight wobble there. Same thing has happened in this case because Kuchinskaya was leading Chastaska after the set and voluntary exercises. The only sound in this building now, apart from the cine cameras, is the squeak of the gymnast shoes as they turn on the beam. Ripple of applause and the audience saying shh, because the gymnast must have complete silence during the exercises. Oh, she's lost her balance. A flourish, she brought it back, but that certainly was a loss of balance. And a step back as she landed. A very good performance, but a slight wobble at the beginning and a loss of balance at the end, and that could make a tremendous amount of difference to Miss Chastaska, who already remember was slightly behind Kuchinskaya. I don't think she's over-pleased, and the mark was 9.6, so all that Kuchinskaya has to do now is to really perform at her top, and she'll have another gold medal. Move along the beam, cover the entire length of it, another around about 16 feet. And remember that it's only 4 inches wide on the top. Little girl dancing up and down without any shake or tremor. Perfect balance. Beautiful back somersault and a great performance. Well, looking at that, I doubt whether Chastaska's wobble or loss of balance at the beginning will make any difference on that score. Very pleased indeed. Congratulations from the teammates. The score just about to come up. 9.9 out of 10. So Kuchinskaya wins another gold medal. There she is. She's always biting her lips. Very, very pleased. 2 gold medals in, and being congratulated by Vera Chastaska, who wins the silver medal.
Second and winner of the silver medal, Vera Chastaska, Czechoslovakia, 19.333.
So now we come to the last exercise of the entire championships, ladies' individual floor exercises. And Vera Chastaska here has so far won 1 gold medal. Kuchinskaya has won 2 gold medals. Can Chastaska equalize the score? Vera was lying first as she starts this exercise, but by less than 1/10 of a mark. Whereas with the men, it's almost entirely an acrobatic display. The girls, of course, introduce a great number of ballet movements. It really is a beautifully graceful exercise. Vera Czasowska. A typically great performance from a great gymnast. But I wonder whether it's going to be good enough. 9.834 it is. 833. 9.833. So Kuchinskaya here has now got to score at least 9.85 to beat her. Remember, Kuchinskaya was lying second.
Natalia Kuchinskaya, UdSSR.
Look at that confidence. Of course, she's just won her second gold medal. She's brim full at the moment. Feeling that this 17-year-old girl puts into these exercises is quite remarkable. Natalia Kuchinskaya of the Soviet Union. Very, very proud. 2 gold medals already won, and now we await the mark. She receives congratulations from her tracksuit colleagues. There it is, 9.9, which means that she's beaten Chastaska. Another gold for Natalia. And for Chastaska, not a good night. But the very last gymnast in this 1966 World Championship takes the floor. Zinaida Druzhinina, the pin-up girl of the 1966 World Championships, also a very, very good gymnast. Absolutely great. No wonder little Natalia's happy, because that was really a superb performance. A very original program. One of the most original floor exercises I've ever seen. United was lying third after the second volunteer. Performance like that should assure her a bronze medal. There's the mark, 9.933, and that is the highest mark of any competitor, man or woman, in this World Championship. So, Kuchinskaya wins the gold, Cheslaska the silver, and Druzhnina jumping up and down here the bronze. But there's no doubt the personality of the 1966 World Championships was Natalia Kuchinskaya.
Her first